So for a change of pace while waiting for the league buffs to come in, and because his axe dropped for me, so this life stacking one here, I wanted to try out a life stacking Eviscerate build. So I chose not to focus on the ignite damage and instead just try to get a lot of flat damage and really focus on getting maybe 20,000 life or so. So right now I think we're sitting at like 15,000 life. This is just because I ended up going with the Val ascendency to try out Blood Barrier. And so because I did that, my gear is a bit messed up, so I have to fix that. But I'll go through that in a bit. So the build uses Wrathpith with the Crown of Eyes. And then as I'm stacking life, I'm getting spell damage, and then spell damage can be converted to also apply to attacks. And then also because I'm stacking life, I'm getting extra flat fire damage from the axe. Is essentially how all that works. I'm using the Untouched Soul, which gives you flat life per red socket that you are not, you don't have any equipped in. Which is one reason I'm saying that my gear is sort of messed up, because all this used to be red before I valved it all for the bloodline ascendency. And then I'm also using the Apostate, which it gives you once again maximum life instead of maximum energy shield from equipped armor items. So this is essentially 251 max life, and this is 200 max life, and then so on with the boots and gloves and whatnot. So this doesn't work on rings. It's only from the equipped armor items. So besides the gear, I'm also running 2 jewels, follow one in the Red Dream, and I'm running, where is it? Dissolution of Flesh, so just 29% more max life here. Getting a bunch of max life here. You can replace the strength nodes with tattoos for fire res, which I do need, because once I fix the gear up and these white sockets here are gone, and they're red sockets again, I'll be low on fire res. And then so when I come in and fix these with tattoos, it should all work out. I just haven't been wanting to pay that 70 chaos per tattoo yet. On top of that, I still have a lot of levels to go. So for now, I'm just focusing on leveling, and the build's fine right now as is. So I'm not gonna sink too much currency into the tattoos yet, just because I already wasted a bunch trying to valve all the gear. Yeah, so for the ascendancies, I mean, this part's pretty self-explanatory. You got measured retaliation because using retaliation skill. One down to lucky block. Got this shield node. The other option here was, I suppose, to get this node, War of Attrition, to make rare and to make fights against rare uniques easier. I haven't really needed it. Plus, I wanted to do something fun with the bloodline ascendancies. I didn't want to take this point, so I wanted to go for a bloodline ascendancy, and I went for this one first just to try out. The idea of having just more of a barrier, more life, is great. The problem is that this blood barrier here takes forever to build up, right? And it only builds up once you're at max life. So petrified blood is a bit awkward because of that. And so I'd be okay toggling petrified blood if if it just didn't take so long to regen. And the reason it takes so long to regen is just because my life regen per second is low. It's 180. I think we're losing about 50% because of blood barrier. So it says here life regeneration for blood barriers. 50% less life regeneration rate from here. And then we have 50% less from here as well, I think. Yeah, 50% less life regen. And then we just haven't spec'd much into life regen in the first place. And I think because of how awkward it is with petrified blood, it might not be worth it. Because as soon as I take damage, this is not going to start healing back up until I turn off blood or petrified blood again. So for that reason, I am most likely going to drop it. Also, just because they are better ascendancies, there's the what's it called? The Aul one, AUL, I think. It's a delve one, which is what I'll probably be doing for the next day or so. Is trying to get to that boss, trying to kill him for his bloodline ascendency, and that one is when you don't have anything socked in your gloves or like some of your gear pieces, you get extra things. I think I'll end up with like ailment immunity, and I won't take crit damage. And since I'm already leaving these empty, it'll be good. Or it'll be easier to pull off without having to play around with things too much. So that's the plan. I'll probably do another update on this build later on once it's sort of level 90, 95 ish, and I've switched over to the other ascendency. Oh, I guess the other thing to mention is the graphs. You can get max life on these. I don't have them on these yet. I can probably switch them now that I'm level 80, but you can get max life on the graphs. I've been just using the Call the Pyre thing. It covers enemies on Ash on hit. So because enemies are covered in Ash, they take 20% increased fire damage, and that's just more damage. So I'll probably keep Call the Pyre. So right now this has been pretty good just for keeping us alive and getting us the brutal charges. Yeah, I might change it to something else. I don't remember which one gives maximum life. But I'll have to check and see. It's still a work in progress, the build, but it's fun. It kills stuff. And it has lots of life, which is cool. Because I've never had this much life on a character before.
Ultimatum! Chaos, aid me! Be still! Be still! Might of chaos! Fall before! Fall before! Chaos, aid me! Be still! Be still! Take it! Go ahead! Might of chaos! Feel his power! Fall before! Face me! Chaos, aid me! Ultimatum! Be still! Might of chaos! Face me! Feel his power! Face me! Is finally over. And my service continues. Chaos laughs mortal, and fortune is yours. You play the game well.